Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks so much. Good evening, everybody, once again, and welcome to another edition of 321. And our theme this week, well, we're going to be looking at that staunch, true British master fighter. He fights all the criminals, Bulldog Drummond, eh? Remember Bulldog Drummond? Mind you, how would he get on today with all the crime around? I mean, I met a fella in Leeds. In fact, he'd just been mugged. And the police said to him, well, how much did they get away with? He said, my train fare to London. He said, well, it's your own fault for carrying so much money around with you. It's tough today, isn't it? Mind you, there was a plastic surgeon who was up in front of the judge, and he was accused of carrying out illegal operations, you know, beauty operations on ladies. And in the end, he confessed. He said, Judge, I'm guilty. But remember, I'm not the first doctor to make a boob. I'll go through, shall I? I will. OK, ladies and gentlemen, every detective likes to have a cast iron case. We also have our cast iron case that our contestants have to detect. That's our little booby friend, Dusty Bin. Here he is down here. Come on, Dusty. Oh, yeah. And, of course, dressed up as a master criminal to go along with our theme of Bulldog Drummond. Oh, yes. See that? Yeah. He's always got something up his sleeve, this guy, and it looks like this could be an explosive situation. Because when you get with this fella, you never know exactly... You can't trust him. That's why when you're playing 3-2-1, you really can't trust him, because remember, if you win him, what do you get? A dustbin. That's all you get. One brand new dustbin is all you get. The people who've got to look out for this fella are the people without whom we couldn't do our programme, our contestants. Here they are.
Keith and Pat Pendle from Bedford. Keith and Wendy Wilson from Redruth. Tony and Anne Hegarty from Leeds.
Yes, and we're here with couple number one. We've got Tony and Anne Hegarty, who are from Leeds. Yeah. So you didn't have far to come?
No.
So why were you late? No, I see. You're in engineering. Engineering draftsman then, Tony?
That's right, yes.
And what exactly does that entail? What do you do?
Well, just recently I've been working on a computer drafting machine.
Which is, of course, very big business. And Anne, according to you've worked at a brewery for 26 years. Really?
Yeah.
What do you do there?
I must like it.
You must. What do you do?
Well, I'm lot planning. And,
I see. Planning how much you're all going to drink,
yeah,
eh?
That's right.
And it says here, in fact, that you enjoy drinking bitter because you were brought up on it.
Well, I should be, shouldn't I?
That's what I call being bottle-fed, don't you? Because you know, our producer, he drinks bitter. He puts them on his Rice Krispies. You should hear his breakfast. Snap, crackle and burp. Loves it. And you've got a Yorkie dog?
Yes.
Yeah. Really? And you call it Tuppence?
That's right, yes.
How did it get that name?
Well, it's Yorkshire.
Oh, I thought you called it Tuppence because it did twice as much when it went to spend a penny. I thought. I've got two little Yorkies. Is yours the small ones?
Medium.
No, these are two little small ones. I take them walkies in the window box. That's the good thing about Yorkies. Yes. Anyway, make them feel at home, will you, folks? Have a good night. No, you will. Good for you. Keith and Pat. Yeah. Keith and Pat Pendle, who are from Bedford. Bedford town, yes?
Bedford town,
I see. And you've always been in the travel industry, Keith, yes?
Most of the years I've been at work, yeah.
Yeah, and recently you've opened your own firm.
My own travel agency.
Have you?
Yes.
And what's that called?
KP Travel. Like
yeah, there's a plug.
Yes, that's right.
So everyone should spend all with Pendle, eh?
That's right,
good.
Hopefully.
And what's the most popular place likely to be next year, do you know?
I would think Yugoslavia is one of the most
really?
popular. Yeah.
Because of the way the world prices have gone all around,
yeah.
Yes. They say travel broadens the mind, doesn't it? Not if you go everywhere by coach, you don't. And I've done that quite a few times. Pat, you're a working lady, are you?
Yes, that's right.
What do you do, though? I mean, is it a part-time job or a full-time job?
Yeah, I work in a bank, part-time, lunchtime.
And you two met at an amateur production of The King and I.
That's right.
Really? Lovely show, that. Great songs. There's one song in there that always confused me, We Kiss in the Shadows. I thought that was a confession by Hank Marvin and Bruce Welsh. And you're also in the Amateur Musical Society now? No, you have your own.
We've just started.
Formed your own?
11 of us started our own.
Really?
Bedford,
and what's the next production coming up?
Little Me.
Little Me. Oh, that's a great play, of course. Russ Abbott did that in the West End. Make them feel at home, will you? Have a good night. No, you will. Good. And, yeah, here we got Wendy and Peter Wilson. Wendy and Peter Wilson, who are from Redruth in Cornwall, but not really Redruth, it's a village near there.
It is, yeah.
What's it called?
Lanner.
Lanner. Yeah. Lanner. He said it just like a Cornishman as well. Lovely. Lanner. Nice. And you work at the Royal Cornwall Hospital as a storekeeper. That's in medical supplies,
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Before that, it says, Pete, that you worked in a footwear shop.
Yeah.
Did you leave or get the boot?
No, we wrapped it up, actually, Tim.
Yeah,
it was our own business.
It was your own business?
Yeah, and we tried to do it on a shoestring, and it didn't work out.
On a shoestring. Poor old soul. And Wendy, you're a personal secretary. Now, where is that?
It's with the Health Authority, but at the district headquarters.
I see. And your hobbies is making soft toys?
Yes.
And what have you made?
Well, I like making kangaroos.
Do you?
The little Joey in the pouch.
Oh, nice, yeah. You know you can get a furry dusty bin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just leave it for 3 months and you get a furry dusty bin. That's how you do it. And what's this, Pete, about doing your own house up, yeah?
Well, sort of, yeah. Actually, I wrecked it to start with.
Put your own house up and you brought the ceiling down.
I did, yeah.
Well, Mike Newman likes to do that, you know. He says it's easier to paint that way. Anyway, make them feel at home, will you? Have a good night. No, you will. Good luck to you. OK. Time for the quiz, as always. 2 rounds of questioning in the quiz. Remember, they play for £10 for each correct answer in the first round. Whatever they win at the end of the first round, that's the amount they play for each correct answer in the second. Let's meet the lady with the questions, Caroline Munro, in another lovely outfit.
Thank you.
Oh, how's that? Yes. Super outfit, huh?
It is beautiful.
After a few weeks ago having all your clothes stolen, of course, out of the car.
Right, out of the car.
Well, you managed to get something back pretty good, didn't you?
It's pretty
That's a
good,
nice
isn't
outfit.
it?
OK,
Beautiful.
love, let's play the quiz, shall we? Here you are, Anne and Tony there. One of those 3 envelopes is for you. That's the one. Good luck to you. Now, you know, Anne, we like you to answer alternately. Of course, ladies first, always. 2 ways we can stop you if you make a mistake or run out of time. We have to accept the first answer you give us, so be careful with guesses there. And as I say, we let you have one to start with. Good luck. The question here is about well-known phrases where we compare someone or something with an object. Now, we will give you the beginning of a well-known phrase, and we want you to finish it. Now, we often use the phrase as plain as a pikestaff. So that's the one we'll start you with, as plain as a...
Pikestaff.
As white as...
Pass.
As bald as a...
Coat.
As dead as a...
Dodo.
As pretty as a...
Picture.
As dull as...
Pass.
As bold as...
Brass.
As clean as a...
Pass.
As thin as a...
Rail.
Rail?
Rail.
No, I'm afraid I can't accept that. I've got rake or beanpole. I can't accept rail. I'm sorry about that. But, yes, I've got our adjudicator here. She does agree with that. However, not bad. As clean as a whistle. I did hear our audience trying to give you that. Please be quiet. It's not easy up here. Clean as a whistle or a new pin we would accept there. As dull as ditch water. And the other one was as white as snow. Or as white as a sheet. However, not too bad. 5 gives you £50. And a nice start. That's good. OK? There you go, Pat. Thank you. That's the one for Pat and Keith. Same procedure, answer alternately. Good luck to you. Here we are. Question again is about well-known phrases where we compare someone or something with an object. We will give you the beginning of a well-known phrase and we want you to finish it. Now, we often use the phrase as tall as a tree. We'll start you with that one. As tall as a...
Tree.
As sharp as a...
Needle.
As fit as a...
Fiddle.
As good as...
Gold.
As swift as an...
Arrow.
As silent as the...
Grave.
As bright as a...
Button.
As cool as a...
Cucumber.
As light as a...
Feather.
As quick as a...
Flash.
Maximum £100. Well done. Good. Lovely. That's nice. There you are. That's the last one. I'll take it, Caroline. The last envelope means that's the one for Pete and Wendy from Lana down there in Cornwall. Here we are. The question is about well-known phrases where we compare someone or something with an object. We will give you the beginning of a well-known phrase and we want you to finish it. Now, we often use the phrase as fresh as a daisy. So we'll start you with that one. As fresh as a...
Daisy.
As heavy as...
Lead.
As old as the...
Hills.
As brown as a...
Very.
As dry as...
Dust.
As tough as...
Old boots.
As deaf as a...
Doornail.
No. Yes, it's right. Dead as a doornail, it's as deaf as a post was what we wanted there. Absolutely right. However, 6 gives you £60. Not a bad start. Nice first round. Very good. And at the end of the first round, we've got couple number 1 on £50. We've got couple number 3 on £60 in the lead at the moment. Our couple number 2, Keith and Pat, £100. Good. That's nice. Well done. OK, here's Tony and Anne going for £50 for each correct answer in the second round. Thank you. Here we are. Good luck. That's it. You hold it nice and tight, Tony. Your question here is about first names which begin with the letter A. All right? We will give you a surname and of a famous person, and we want you to give us their first name. So, okay, first names of surnames. Now, Mr. Bell, who invented the telephone, was called Alexander. So we'll start you with that one. Mr. Bell, who invented the telephone, was called?
Alexander.
Hitler, the Nazi.
Adolf.
Ripon, the newscaster.
Angela.
Ant, the pop singer.
Adam.
Mullard, the comedy actor.
Arthur.
Miss Harris, the singer.
Anita.
Older from MASH.
Pass.
Andrews from Brideshead Revisited.
Pass.
Guinness, the actor.
Alec.
The lovely Miss MacDonald.
Amy.
Indeed, Amy MacDonald was right. Andrews from Brideshead Revisited was Anthony. Alder from MASH was that marvellous comedy actor, Alan Alda. And that's about it. At the end of that, £400 you got. Nice. That's good. Lovely. Now then, here's Pat and Keith. Thank you, Caroline. And they're going for a maximum of £100 for each correct answer. Good luck to you. Your question is about first names which begin with the letter B. Okay, we give you the surname of a famous person. We want you to give us their first name. So, first names beginning with the letter B. Miss Reed, the comedienne, is called Beryl. We'll start you with that one. Miss Reed, the comedienne, is called?
Beryl.
Woodhouse, the dog trainer.
Barbara.
Forsyth, who plays his cards right.
Bruce.
Crosby, the crooner.
Bing.
Ricks, the actor.
Brian.
Kingsley, who played Gandhi.
Ben.
Bardot, the French film star.
Bridget.
Karloff, the horror film star.
Boris.
Hutton of Annie Get Your Gun. Hutton.
Betty.
And Hope of the road films.
Bob.
£1,000 they got. Well done. Smashing. Lovely. Good for you. Oh, that's nice. Okay, thank you, Caroline. Okay, that means that Pete and Wendy, always a buzz in the audience. Did you think they'd won it? Never mind, I know how you feel. That's very nice. This time we've got Wendy and Pete going for £60 for each correct answer. And again, the question is about first names which begin with the letter C. We give you the surname of a famous person. We want you to give us their first name. So first names beginning with the letter C. Miss Johnson, the actress, was called Celia. We'll start you with that one. Miss Johnson, the actress, was called?
Celia.
Reeve, the Superman.
Christopher.
Fletcher of Odd Odes.
Pass.
Dunn, who sang Grandad.
Clive.
Cardinali, the actress.
Pass.
Lewis, the American athlete.
Carl.
Baker, who was Baby Doll.
Pass.
Gable, the king of Hollywood.
Clark.
Eastwood, who starred as Dirty Harry.
Clint.
And Dickens, the novelist.
Charles.
Charles Dickens, yes, that was right. Baker, who was Baby Doll, was Carol Baker. Cardinali, the actress, was Claudia Cardinali. Fletcher of the Odd Odes was Cyril Fletcher, of course. And that is about it, I think, indeed. What have we got? £420. Nice. Well done. Oh, dear. My goodness. Well, what a quiz this week. Some weeks not much money goes. Next week a lot of money goes. We do have couple number one. That's Tony and Ann. They've got £400. Couple number three, Pete and Wendy. They're £420. No question about our winners. Couple number two, Pat and Keith, £1,000. Good for you. Lovely. So, have to say goodbye to Anne and Tony. As I say, we're £400.
Yeah,
and some weeks we've had people win with 120, you know, which is quite amazing. It's been lovely having you with us, and you haven't got far to go home.
No.
But you're going to stay and spend the rest of the night with us, aren't you?
Yes.
There you are. Who's going to take the 400? Anne is, no doubt about that. You're taking the ceramic bin. Give us a kiss, Anne, will you? Give them a round of applause, folks. Thank you, Tony. Thanks very much indeed. There you have it. Very nice, folks. We're away for the break, back very soon on 3, 2, 1 with Bulldog Drummond. See you in a couple of minutes. Part 2 of 3, 2, 1 and Bulldog Drummond is our theme. And we've got Pete and Wendy, who are from Lana down there in Cornwall, and they're playing against Keith and Pat, who are from Bedford. Now, folks, at this part of the show, you know what happens here, don't you? Every one of our guests that come to the table, they leave you a clue object and they'll read you a rhyme. When we have 3 on the table, you've got to select one to reject if you get through the elimination question, and where Dusty Bin will be waiting for one lucky couple, all right? Good luck. We'll go on with our theme then of Bulldog Drummond. Now, the time is the early 30s, and that fearless patriot, Hugh Drummond, is about to get his country's call to arms.
Well, Kitchener, old thing, looks like the Hun is getting himself armed to the teeth again. Come in, James.
Excuse me, Captain Drummond. The Home Secretary's outside. He'd like to have a word. He says it's urgent.
What does he want with a word like urgent? He's a politician.
I think he wants to talk to you, sir.
Well, no point in talking to me if he's outside. I shan't hear the fella.
No. Shall I send him in?
Well, of course. Can't have Home Six twiddling their doodahs in the hall. Makes the place look untidy. What's the cove's name, by the way?
Sir Hardly Standing.
So I see.
He's rather off, that chappie. Is he a bit...
No. During the war, he was my Batman. Care to shake the paw? Care to poke your nose inside a wet?
What?
Drink?
No, thank you. Very impressive, Drummond. Oh, yes. Boxing, shooting, running, all this war service. And what's this for?
Fencing.
Drummond, I'm sorry to say, this is a very urgent matter.
Rather thought so, thing. Don't often get Home Six banging on the old pork cullets these days. Hang on, I'll give my pal Algy Longworth the call.
No, I would rather this was kept strictly between ourselves. The matter is rather delicate.
So is Algy. Algy! I'm here. Algy, do you know the Home Secretary?
I don't think I've had the pleasure.
I'm sure you haven't.
You're a painter, are you?
Well, I dabble.
Oils?
No, emulsion. I'm doing the spare room. Take the weight off the pins, old bean, and whisper all into Uncle Hugh's eager eardrums.
Well, gentlemen, as you know, Europe is in a mess.
I'm not surprised. It's all run by foreigners. Algy!
There are a lot of desperate men about.
I know.
They're using any moments of unrest to create fomenting trouble in the country.
Bosh!
It's true, I assure you.
No, he means the Bosch. You know, the Hun. Jerry. Under the bed and all that sort of thing.
No, gentlemen. It's not the Germans this time. At the moment, I have to confess, I have trouble with the Bolsheviks.
You ought to get that scene too. It can be very nasty.
I don't know what they're planning, but it's big, it's dangerous, and it threatens His Majesty the King.
It's Her Majesty the Queen.
Excuse me, Captain Drummond. Gentlemen, may I interrupt a moment?
In that case, I think I'll be off.
Oh, no, sir. If you'd like to wait, I won't be long.
It's quite all right. I'll leave it to you then, Captain Drummond. And to you, Mr. Longworth, Toodle-pip.
Algy, stranger Home Sec should be frightened of a policeman. Hugh, whatever you do, Hugh, never invest in paintings. Why, old thing? You obviously can't spot a fake constable.
Oh, you clever lads are.
There he is. Oh.
Good evening.
Oh, yes. Now, Chris.
What?
Batman, and now, what's your plain clothes, that or the other outfit?
Oh, I'm not allowed to tell you.
What are you leaving these folks here?
I'm leaving you a quill.
Okay.
Okay?
There's your quill.
Yes, that's right. Now, see if you can understand this. A Home Secretary might use it, but is it right to lose it?
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Not much. Yeah, no. Well, we can repeat it, Pete, but we don't know what it means, can we? Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Emmett. Thank you, Chris.
Anyway, good luck.
I know. Not easy. So, what do you think? Any idea? This early?
A bit early, yeah.
Everybody goes, oh, yeah. How about you, Keith? Same thing?
No idea at the moment.
No idea. Even when they're all on the table, none of us have any idea. I know that. We will go on then. Keep your fingers crossed and keep looking. We'll have item number 2 of Bulldog Drummond. And let's find out the real significance of the Home Secretary's visit.
Algy, old pal, old friend, old thing. Oh, steady on. My name's Longworth, not Methuselah. But the old team's batting for England again. Well, let's hope we don't face the West Indies. You know, the Home Secretary didn't give us much to go on, did he? I'm not surprised. That wasn't the Home Secretary. Did you notice that tap on his leg? Perhaps he's got water on the knee. There's only one man that does that. My old adversary, Carl Peterson. A sadistic murderer, master of disguise, cutthroat and torturer. But the game is on. Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather have postman's knock.
Hugh Drummond!
Forget I spoke.
Phyllis, I didn't realise you were coming back today.
From what I just overheard, it's as well I did.
Phyllis, my love.
Don't you try soft-soaping me.
I should try a wire brush and a Bob Martin.
You've heard me talk about Algy Longworth. This is my wife, Phyllis.
Did they let her out, or did she escape?
How do you do?
Is she related to King Kong?
A hard exterior, Algy, but there's a lovely woman underneath.
How deep do you have to dig?
Hugh, I want to get a few things straightened out.
Well, while you're there, could you have move them around a bit?
Hugh, if you think you're going cantering around the country on your cloak and dagger capers...
My country is under threat.
It's not the only thing.
Chasing desperate men and ruthless killers...
I'll have Algy with me.
Fault.
You can't risk Algy's life as well.
Advantage, Mrs. Drummond.
And who knows what they'll do to you if you get captured?
New balls, please.
No, Hugh, this time I am putting my foot down.
Phyllis, I have always heeded my country's call at its time of need. I do not intend to stop now.
Stop? I'm not stopping you. I'm coming with you. Let's go.
Game, set, and match.
Lovely Barbara Hicks. Nice to see you, Barbara. Nice to have you up here at Yorkshire TV.
Yes, it is indeed.
There you are. You're a busy lady, I know, on television and films too. Yes.
Fifth battle axe this year.
There's a big demand for the... What's the last film? You've just done a film recently, I know.
Well, early in the year, I did Terry Gilliam's new film, Brazil.
Really?
Which should be coming out now, and I think it'll be quite something,
Well,
yes.
I'm going to go and see that, that's for sure. What are you going to leave these people as a clue tonight?
A lead pipe.
Lead pipe. OK, there you are. A lead pipe. And the rhyme, please?
It's quite clear what you could win. Barbara's got it twice in.
There you are. Very easy, very difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Hicks. Thank you so much, Barbara. There we have it. Nothing. Keith sort of looks the other way completely. Pete's having a mutter here. What do you say, Pete?
Well, I think it's it's got bar in Barbara.
Yeah.
It is a bar. It's a lead or pipe bar.
Bar. It's a lovely accent. It's a lovely accent, isn't it? So, well, that's good. At least he's thinking away there.
Yeah.
You going along with that?
Yes, I am.
You are? All right, fine. And you're just going to reserve your judgment at the moment. How about you, Pat? Any idea?
Well, we wondered about a writing desk.
On this one here?
Yeah.
Did you? Well, he's worried about a bar. You want to write a few letters. All right, we'll see, will we? After the next item, because it's item number 3 coming up of Bulldog Drummond, and our heroes appear to be hot on the trail of their old enemies.
Who would have thought it would have been so easy? Soon Bulldog Drummond will be within my grasp. And then no one can stop me. The whole nation will be in turmoil. Igor!
Yes, Master.
It's the last time I take anyone from the job agency. Igor, you're a half-baked oaf.
Well, you know what they say, Master? Half an oaf is better than none.
Idiot!
Thank you, Master. Thank you.
Soon, think. Bulldog will be within my grasp.
Bulldog? Bulldog? We're getting a little puppy. Oh, I love little puppies. Cookie!
Not a bulldog, jackass. The Bulldog Drummond.
Here, this is Peterson's room. Hurry up, Algy. Whatever's the matter with you?
I'm not sure. I don't know whether I've got housemaid's knee or Mrs. Spender's are twisted. Are you sure we're doing the right thing?
Algy, we all know that Peterson has a soft spot for the ladies.
It's not his soft spot I'm worried about.
Just find out all you can, and when you finish, slip these knockout drops into his tea. Now, I'm going back to the flat now, but Hugh is close at hand.
The bells! The bells!
Igor, hold your tongue. That'll be Bulldog Drummond. Let battle commence.
Won't be a fight?
Come in.
Ooh.
Afternoon tea. Ooh, these suspenders.
What an absolutely charming young lady.
Oh, flatterer.
Believe me, I know a pretty girl when I see one.
Well, I wouldn't put money on it. Or anything else.
You're not going to disappoint me now, are you?
I would say that was a dead cert.
Hello, pretty lady. Oh, the pretty lady.
Would he like a cup, or shall I take him for a walk?
Walkie!
Don't mind Igor. He may seem a half-wit.
Oh, I think you're being over-generous.
But he has the strength of a gorilla.
And the resemblance doesn't stop there. Yeah.
Ooh, a banana. Ooh, down.
Why don't you pour yourself a cup of tea? Come to the sofa and join me.
Why? Are you coming apart?
I shouldn't be surprised if you and I have a lot in common.
If you knew how much, you'd be amazed. Oh, well, just one.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That's as far as you can go.
What beautiful eyes you have.
Thank you.
And what a pretty little nose. And what a beautiful mouth.
What about my hair?
I wasn't going in that direction. As you mention your hair, it does seem remarkably loose.
Well, I've had a lot of worry lately.
As I thought. The notorious Algie Longworth fancied Drummond sending a boy to do a man's job.
You say the sweetest thing.
Igor, keep your one good eye on this one. I'm going after Bulldog Drummond. And when I've dealt with him, I will pass the word to my men. My agent must arise and start a saturation campaign of terror.
Don't tell me you're going to put something nasty in the prawn bowl.
Not so fast, Peterson. Drop your weapon.
What a bold boy.
What? Igor?
No, not Igor Peterson. I was only acting the part. Ha!
And very badly.
I am Hugh Jefford, Captain Coldstream Guards, currently working for intelligence.
Why, was everybody out when they called?
I think this is the end of the line for you, old son.
No!
Oh, don't worry, Algie. Drummond's on the team.
Thank you very much. You've let Peterson escape, and now you've just scored an own goal.
There's Alan. Yes. Al. Yes. The best evil villain in the business.
Oh.
Yeah, he looks as though he's ready for Aladdin right now, but you're not doing Aladdin this Christmas.
Not Aladdin, Sinbad Sailor.
Sinbad the Sailor.
Naughty Sailors.
And where's that at Stockport?
With the lovely Ken Dodd at Davenport Theatre, Stockport.
So another nice short show for you.
Oh, yes, yes. Long run, long show.
Already the run's been extended, I hear.
Oh, yes, 2 weeks already.
Yes, fantastic. Good. Nice to see you again, Alan. What are you going to leave these folks as a clue?
Well, this, believe you me, is not a standby prop, but this is the clue. It's a takeaway.
A takeaway.
A takeaway.
Right.
And the clue reads, you may want a place for junk. Refuse and your chance is sunk.
That's the end of that one. Good luck with the panto. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Curtis. Thank you, Alan. Wendy says that's too obvious to be Dusty Bin, is that?
That's what we said.
Yeah, you said the same. Any idea what it could be if you don't think it's Dusty Bin?
Not a clue on that one.
No? Well, you can hear the other two again, remember. We now have 3 on the table. So I'll read the other 2 again for you. Remember, the first one was the quill, brought in by Chris Emmett, who said, a Home Secretary might use it, but is it right to lose it? That was Chris. And item number 2, the lead pipe, brought in by Barbara Hicks, who said, it's quite clear what you could win. Barbara's got it twice in. So, now you've heard them all, and you've got to choose one to get rid of if you get through the question. What do you think, Keith?
It's too obvious, this one, isn't it? When you say?
You want to get rid of the lead pipe, do you?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you say, Wendy?
I think the quill.
You want to get rid of the quill.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Fine. You're getting rid of the quill, and Keith and Pat are going to get rid of the lead pipe. That we've established. Good luck. Here's the elimination question here. Put your hands, folks, by that button there. I'm going to start to read the question. When you think you know the answer, hit the button and answer. Please don't answer before you hit the button. If you do that, I have to offer it to the other couple. Of course, if they hit the button and they're wrong, I'll continue reading it until someone gets it right. Good luck to you. Here we go with the question. This is an animal. It is one of the animals often used as a British mascot. Yes, indeed,
Bulldog.
Keith. Huh?
Bulldog.
Bulldog, you're right. You got it in one go. Good for you, Keith. Yes. Oh. Hey, Peter. He's quicker than me, that fella, isn't he? Oh, he really went. Yeah, he got your hand as well, did he? Never mind, you've got to argue with him about that one. Well, never mind. At least you got this far. You've been a lovely couple. And, of course, we've got the money that you won in the quiz. Caroline has that. Caroline, how much was that?
£420.
420, folks, it was. Good. Lovely. And your ceramic dusty bin, of course. And, again, as always, on 3, 2, 1, we have a consolation prize. If you look over there, Barbara Hicks has it for you. It's a beautiful gold watch for each of you. How's that? Super. That's lovely. Wendy, take care. You too, Pete. Thank you. All the best to everybody down there in Cornwall. Lovely to have you. There you go. That's it. Give her a good kiss. Take care. Give them a round of applause. Be nice, folks. Good luck. Thank you very much. Well, all right, Keith. Not a bad night so far, eh? You got 1,000 quid you won in the quiz. I think, I'm not quite sure. They'll tell me afterwards if I'm sure. I think that's about the second time that's been won on our show. And you're now going through with a chance to take home a great prize or a booby. With that, we'll see at the end of our next part. We'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned. Part 3 of 3, 2, 1, and our theme this week is Bulldog Drummond, and we've got Keith and Pat from Bedford who have got through to the most important part of the show, and not done bad in part 1 of the show, really, have you? And you've rejected the lead pipe, yeah? Brought in number 2 item by Barbara Hicks, of course, and I know what you hope what it is. We know you hope it is Dusty Bin. Any other thoughts yet?
Well, we thought it might be a bar.
Did you?
Bar in the glasses.
It's quite clear what you could win. Barbara's got it twice in, is what she said. So, let's have a look. It's not quite clear what you could win. Well, what could you win, which is quite clear? How about glass? With the lead pipe, which Barbara brought you in, perhaps lead crystal. But there was a second line. Barbara's got it twice in. In Barbara, there is a word which you'll find twice, bar. And to go with the glasses, you're right, you'll have the best stock bar in the business. Take a look at this. Yes. Now, that's just a selection of what this prize is. In the 80-piece glass collection, there are a dozen of each of 6 types of glass, 2 water jugs, 2 decanters, and 2 pairs of candlesticks. In the collection of wines, there is a case of each. Vintage champagne, port, sherry, and cognac, 9 cases of vintage and non-vintage wines, and some gin, whiskey, vodka, brandy, and rum, 160 bottles in all. Not bad, eh? There you are. Yes. Indeed. I think that would be, you're absolutely right, just about enough, Pat, for Christmas, although not enough for our production staff. That's sort of a mid-morning coffee, that. However, not quite Dusty Bin, but you thought it was something to do with the bar, huh?
Yes.
There you are, a lovely prize. It has to go. Take it away. Thank you, Caroline. Oh. Right. Problem number 1. One good prize has gone down, and we've got to think about Dusty Bin. OK, we'll go home. We'll have our next act. Back to Bulldog Drummond's apartment to see what the plan is now that Peterson has escaped.
So, you managed to let him get away?
Well, it wasn't easy, Phyllis. No, you can't just have guardsmen falling at your feet without a bit of trouble. Look, we'll still be all right. Peterson will want me out of the way before he puts his plan into action, so he's bound to come back here. The way we're going, ought to make this his headquarters.
This time he'll meet his match.
Don't tell me you've engaged Mr. T in the A-team.
This time he'll have me to deal with.
I'm sure he'd rather face Mr. T.
You rang, sir? Yes, James. We're expecting a visitor at any moment.
We don't know what he'll look like this time, but just let him in.
Will you want any help, sir?
After 10 minutes, send in a first aid kit. Now, that be Peterson. Show him, will you, James?
Indeed, I will, sir.
Right. I'll hide behind the door with this. And you try and hold his attention.
I can't do it dressed like this. I give up.
Captain Drummond, His Majesty the King.
Oh, really? Aiming high this time, Peterson? Phyllis, it is the King. He missed his first crowning.
There he is. Ah, yes. Tim Barrett. Now I've got to be good to you tonight because I know everybody's watching at the Barrett homes.
That's right.
Especially your mum.
Yes.
I've got to be nice.
Got that note, did you?
I did, yes, indeed. And the smack round the ear hole, I got that as well. Good to see you back, Tim. You know that. Always up here. It's lovely to see you. He's one giggle, this man, all the way. And you're going to come up here to do a series pretty soon.
Yes, with Barbara Hicks,
Hicks
Bernie Cribbins, Langley Bottom.
That's right.
By that young Alan Tarrant.
That's right, yes, who has been known to have a drop of tea now and again, which is rather nice. Of course. What are you going to leave? What are you going to leave these as the clue? Yeah, I think that's what Alan will give us after we've said that. What about the rhyme? Yes, please.
Glittering notes list may mean a win, around a study with another one in. Good luck.
Yes, he's glad he's going. Tim Barrett, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Tim. Well, now, yes. Not much from that one at all, eh?
Not really, no.
Not a lot.
Well, I can't read that one again, as you've just heard it, but I can read one of the other two. Remember, there was the quill pen brought in by Chris Emmett, or the takeaway brought in by Alan Curtis. Which would you like to refresh?
I think I'd like to hear the...
Fresh your memory on this one?
Takeaway,
OK, yes. Alan brought you in the takeaway and said, you may want a place for junk, refuse and your chance is sunk. So... So we got 3 on the table there. One has to be rejected.
Feather.
You want to get rid of the feather? Yeah. Keith doesn't fancy the feather. Is that OK with you, Pat?
Yes.
Yes? So we're going to get rid of this, are we?
Yes.
Yes. OK, we get rid of the quill brought in by Chris Emmett. A Home Secretary might use it, but is it right to lose it? Is it? We're about to find that out. Home Secretary might use it. That's what Chris said as he brought the quill pen in. Perhaps some form of office. But is it right to lose it? Right can be spelled, of course, W-R-I-T-E, which would fit in. In fact, not just a home office, but also this magnificent furniture. Take a look at this. This magnificent 11-drawer period pedestal desk in mahogany with a green leather top, a matching Gainsborough swivel leather chair, a desk lamp, a silver-plated desk set, 2 pens, and some stationery just to start you off. What about that? Not a bad price, folks, huh? There you are. Beautiful piece of furniture. Would have probably gone in the office, wouldn't it, Keith? Now you started the business really going, but I'm afraid it has been rejected. Not dusty bin. Thank you, Caroline. It has to go. Take it away, please. Oh. Well, 2 lovely prizes have gone, of course. We still haven't got rid of the bin, and we're about to have act number 5 of Bulldog Drummond, where Hugh and Algy have returned to Peterson's flat.
Right, Jeffert, stations. This is Peterson's room, but he's not here. Well, there's no need to wait, then, is there? Yes, wait for him. Algy, relax. Relax? Relax? Don't you realise that any minute now, a homicidal maniac bent on death and destruction and world domination is going to come barging through that door? Oh, calm down. We've dealt with Peterson before now. I'm not talking about Peterson. I'm talking about Phyllis, your wife. Phyllis says she's staying in the flat. And you believed her. You'll be telling me next you believe in fairies. Be careful how you answer that. It won't be long now. We're well covered. Captain Jeffert's well armed. The only question is, what disguise Peterson will use this time? Look. You get better every time, Peterson. It's not Peterson, it's Phyllis. You can tell by the beard.
Hugh, I'm sorry. I couldn't keep away and miss the finish.
Whose?
As it's a special occasion, I've ordered champagne from the wine waiter.
Oh, love bubble. Final round is mine, I think, Peterson.
I don't think so, Drummond. You make the slightest attempt to shoot me, and you will never see your wife again.
Oh, quick, shoot him. It's the best offer you'll ever get.
Come on, drop that gun, Drummond. I mean it. Thank you, my dear.
Now, Drummond, you and I are going to take a little walk.
You realise you'll never get out of the hotel.
A nice try, Longworth.
Now!
You don't think I'd fall for that little roost, do you?
You, are you all right?
I think so. What did you say that for? She'll have another go. I don't know how she does it. I really don't. Well, we've got Peterson. Let's celebrate. Let's have some champagne.
Some shampoo.
There we are.
Thank you. There we are.
One for me.
Thank you. Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers, yes.
I've always been a sucker for a uniform.
There he is. How are you, John? Lovely to see you again.
Nice to see you.
As always, good to see you back here at 321.
Thank you.
Rapidly approaching Panto season, which I know you must be doing again, are you?
Yes, yeah. Oh, yes, definitely.
Not Mother Goose again?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
No, but it was the last time 2 years ago.
No, well, it's definitely the last time. This is going to be the big finale, the 9th year I've played it.
And he's one of those, the greatest Mother Goose you could see in pantomime.
Have
You have seen him?
That's have you?
Where did you see him?
Victoria Palace. Did you?
Did you?
Ah, and did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Oh, that's all right.
Lovely, I'm sure. He's terrific. And where are you doing it this year?
We're at Bromley, at the Churchill Theatre, Bromley.
Which is a super theatre.
Beautiful place.
It really is nice. Yeah, great.
Looking forward to that.
I'm sure you are. Good luck with it, John. What are you going to leave these folks?
Here is a firework.
One firework?
One firework. There we are.
Rhyme.
And it says, the new prize you will be earning is within the process of burning. Now then.
That's all there is. Very difficult when the 2 lines or 4 lines. Ladies and gentlemen, John Inman. Good luck, John.
See you. Best of luck.
Thanks, John. Lovely. Well, what do you think? Nothing at all?
Gosh.
Can't think about that one. You're too busy thinking of the other 2, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
OK, which one of these 2 would you like to hear again?
That one, Mallet.
You want to hear this? OK, yes, the Mallet brought in number 4 item by Tim Barrett, who said, glittering noteless may mean a win, around a study with another one in. So. That's 3 on the table again. One's got to be rejected, and one of those, I can tell you, and I think you know, is Dusty Bin. But which is the one? What do you think, Keith? What about it, folks? Any idea? Who? The firework. Oh, firework. Oh, firework. Yeah, firework. Oh, great. They're not listening to you or me. So, what do you think? I've read you that one again. One's got to go.
Yeah, we'll take the firework.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah?
Firework.
Is that OK?
Yes.
You don't mind?
No.
That's all right. They're going along with those folks back there? And those back here as well? Yes, the firework?
Yes.
Oh, hang on. There's a few saying no. You listening with them or no? Are they going? Is it staying? What's happening?
The firework.
The firework's going, says Keith. Oh, is that right? Yes?
Yeah.
It is going. OK, you're rejecting the firework. Just come in. Number 5 item by John Inman, who said, the new prize you'll be earning is within the process of burning. Now, second thoughts about it? Oh, dear. Yes? Oh, dear. It's always the way when you've rejected it. The new prize you'll be earning, well, most of the prizes on 321 are new, so what could be the special significance of that? John brought you the firework, and it had been used, in fact, it was an old banger, is within the process of burning, within internal, the process of burning combustion. The Talbot Samba is what you've rejected, I'm afraid. Oh dear, it's always the moment you've rejected it. You think, I've had second thoughts about that, and you thought it was a car, did you? Once
banger, yeah.
Oh, banger, you did it well. I'm afraid you have done it. It's got to go, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Caroline. Take it away. It has been rejected. Thank you. So, here we are then, folks, at the final 2. The moment I dread in each show. You know, we've had this for the past, I think, 5 weeks or so. It's got down very, very low each week. And, of course, one of them is the bin. Being the last 2, I can read them both again, remember? This was brought in number 3 item, the takeaway by Alan Curtis. Now, Alan said, you may want a place for junk, refuse, and your chance is sunk. OK. And the Mallet brought in number 4 item by Tim Barrett, who said, glittering noteless may mean a win, around a study with another one in.
Yeah.
No, yes. That's what?
Glittering minus a note G is littering.
Yes.
And minus another one, B, is another note.
Yeah.
For bin.
Yeah.
On the in.
Oh, great. That's fantastic, that. See, you didn't think of that, did you?
I thought of it too late then, didn't I?
So this is going to be rejected, is it? Because we know it's the bin.
Well, I hope.
Yeah?
We don't know it's the bin.
Oh, don't you agree with me? I thought you agreed with me.
Hey,
Well, no, I agree with you. We'll reject it.
So is it okay? Is it going to go?
Yeah.
Well, I can't think I can make him sit down.
All right. Yes? So it's going to be rejected.
Yes.
All right. The mallet brought in by Tim Barrett, glittering noteless, may mean a win around a study with another one in. Oh, dear. What a moment. Tim brought you the mallet, which was used to knock out the king. Glittering noteless may mean a win. There are only two musical notes, as you suggested, in glittering. That's the G or the E. There's also only one prize, which, when rejected, means a win. Around a study with another one in. Study turned around becomes dusty. Yes, that's it. Another note. Dusty bin. You've done it. Oh, well. Yes. I can't tell you how I'm glad to see the back of that character again tonight. He's been very naughty. The last few shows we've done, we've come to the last two, and he's hung on in there. But I'm afraid, Dusty, my friend, we've done it to you again. Off you go. He's been rejected. Hooray. So, at least a nice prize is yours tonight. Now then, okay. Any idea what you think it is?
It might be a holiday.
It might be a holiday. A takeaway brought in by Alan Curtis, item number 3. You may want a place for junk, refuse, and your chance is sunk. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, you may want a place for junk. Well, that could be the bin. Not now, it couldn't. Although the second line mentioned the word refuse, it said refuse and your chance is sunk. So this could be a good prize, and indeed it is. Your chance wouldn't be sunk by refusing the bin, of course. A place for junk. Junk can be a type of boat in some parts of the world. A takeaway, which Alan brought you in, which is absolutely right. A 3-2-1 holiday to Hong Kong. Have a look at this. First, a scheduled flight with one stop to Hong Kong and that famous blend of the 20th century and the mysterious history of the Orient. Then a 2-week stay at the Hong Kong Hilton to enjoy all the fascination of the Crown Colony. Both Hong Kong Island and mainland Kowloon provide ample opportunities for excitement or relaxation as you enjoy a range of excursions all around the colony and its islands, including a trip to Aberdeen and the famous floating population. A magnificent range of international cuisine is available in amongst the most romantic of surroundings. I think you'll agree, quite a holiday. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that wonderful? Super. I'm really pleased for you. Although, Keith, you've got your own travel company, but I don't suppose you've been to Hong Kong,
No,
have you
I've not
yet?
been to Hong
Never?
Kong.
Have you always fancied it?
I've always fancied Hong Kong, yeah.
How about you, Pat?
Yes,
I'm sure. Well, I can tell you, I've played there, and it's a sensational place. It's like no other place on earth. It mixes, as we said there in the commentary, everything of the Western world and the Eastern. It really is fabulous. Don't let's stand here talking. Let's go and get your tickets. Give them a round of applause, folks. There's your travel tickets and your vouchers and everything. And this is a bit strange, a bit of a switch, isn't it? Us giving you a holiday. Anyway, it's a super prize. You've been lovely people. And, of course, there's just a little money that's going to help you on that holiday. Mike Newman has that. Mike, what did they win in the quiz? Remind us.
£1,000.
£1,000. Super. Cheers, Kim. All the best, Pat. Have a super time. You know you will. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As always, lovely people on 321, great guests, and thank you, as always, for watching. Until we see you next week, take care and have a good week. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.